We kind of got down for a second and I started looking out the windows and people were just kind of running around, screaming.
A police shooting in Rock Island. That man heard it right outside his bedroom window last night. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jim Edelman.
And I'm Ann Sterling. Thanks for choosing Local 4 News at 6 o'clock. Tonight, we know the name of the man shot and killed by police at a Rock Island convenience store.
He's 25-year-old Deshaun Tatum of Rock Island. Rock Island County's coroner says he was shot in the head and chest. Local 4 News brings you team coverage on this story tonight. Local 4 News was first on the scene after it happened. Rock Island police say it started when officers spotted Tatum at a cemetery on 12th Street and 31st Avenue. They say he was wanted for another crime and that he had a gun, then took off running when officers tried to stop him. Investigators say he wound up at a gas station / convenience store known as the Chicken Shack there on 11th Street. Police say he tried to steal a car from a woman there, then tried to drive away and ended up dragging officers as they tried to get him out of the car. Police say the car hit the building and that's when officers shot Tatum.
Our crew at the scene saw a car with several bullet holes in the windshield. Tatum and 3 police officers were all taken to the hospital. We are told that is where Tatum died. The officers were treated and then released. Local 4's Ryan Risky begins our live team coverage tonight. He is joining us live in Rock Island where this happened. Ryan, good evening.
Jim and Ann, tensions are still extremely high after police shot and killed 25-year-old Deshaun Tatum. We're here at the Chicken Shack where the shooting took place last night, and a memorial is currently gathering at a memorial for the service for him is currently going on. Family members were here this afternoon building it, and now as you can see, it is a packed house here at the Chicken Shack. They've all brought balloons, and they're paying their respects to him. We went around to the neighborhood earlier to see what neighbors heard, and I spoke with one neighbor who watched it all happen from his bedroom window.
I just started hearing a bunch of banging. At first, I didn't recognize the sound of gunshots, but once I looked out my window and I saw everybody running around and so many police cars, so we kind of got down for a second and I started looking out the windows and people were just kind of running around, screaming. People were over here at the graveyard and they were running back and forth kind of.
Ty Gordon hasn't even lived in the area for a year. He heard all of the chaos last night when he looked out of his bedroom window.
This whole block was shut down. There was caution tape. I wasn't actually allowed to leave. My friend was at work and I had to go pick her up. She had to end up finding a different ride because I couldn't get out, And the whole block over here was just swimming with police cars.
Police shot and killed 25-year-old Deshaun Tatum at a gas station in Rock Island. Police say Tatum hijacked a car from someone and tried to drive off, dragging officers. The car then backed into the gas station, and that's when police opened fire. The coroner reports reveals that Tatum was hit in the head and the neck. Gordon says that the scene around the gas station was chaotic, but it expanded all the way to the neighborhood behind it.
I was pretty taken aback. I've never heard gunshots before at first. Usually when I think I hear gunshots, it's just fireworks and I'm like, oh, okay, it's no big deal. And then when I actually looked out the window, I'm so close to all of it, I'm like, I don't know if they're shooting just aimlessly. I don't know where they're shooting.
Again, as we said, tensions are high in this area. There's a high amount of traffic and an accident just happened outside of the Chicken Shack. We've gotten a mixed reaction from people seeing us here reporting on this. Some are happy to see us and some not so much. Now, right now, the names of the officers that are involved in the shooting have not been released per policy. We'll continue to update you on OurQuadCities.com as we find out more information. Reporting live in Rock Island, I'm Ryan Risky for Local 4 News.
All right, Ryan, thank you. Several squad cars were called to Unity Point Trinity in Rock Island. This was last night and this was the scene. A large group of people gathering outside of the emergency room entrance. We did see officers wearing riot headgear and appeared to be blocking the doors of the entrance at the time.
Tonight, we know Tatum had some run-ins with the law in the past. Local 4's Brian Gallagher continues our team coverage live from the newsroom with that. Brian.
Jim and Ann, this wasn't Tatum's first run-in with the police. Tatum's had several encounters the last few years. His first felony charge came in 2015 related to marijuana. Now these images you are about to see are inside the convenience store after the car came into the building. I spent the day in Rock Island and went to Tatum's house and neighborhood to talk to people about what happened. No one wanted to talk to me on camera or would say very much about it, but they were clearly unhappy by their responses. I also visited the convenience store and the makeshift memorial. Now a lot of people were crying and visibly frustrated when they came by to see it and add to it. Live in the newsroom, Brian Gallagher, Local 4 News.
Brian, thank you.
The mayor of Rock Island, Mike Thome, speaking to Local 4 News tonight about this deadly shooting. He says he is saddened a man lost his life, but supports his city's law enforcement.
It's not a good day when there is a killing, and so it's heartbreaking, and I hate to see that happen. But I do believe in our police department. I believe that they work very hard at keeping Rock Island a safe place, and we need to support that.
The mayor is confirming a police officer's head was grazed by a bullet, and he says the investigation continues.